funny. If the blooper makes me laugh, it goes in. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I'm seeing 2 o'clock, so let's get started. So we're gonna start a brand new game. I have not looked at this at all. 1.10. Oh, these are old ones, so we're gonna have to start a new one. Why did I say resume game? Start new. There we go. So this is live stream. And we're gonna play in career mode. I'm gonna pick. I'm pretty sure I copied this. There it is, my favorite flag right there. And we'll play on normal, but I do want to check a couple of things in here. Part G-force limits, Kerbal G-force limits, part pressure limits. Don't want Kerbals to level up. Okay, I think that's good enough. Plasma blackouts for sure. Require a signal for control for sure. I think that works for me. The only thing I don't like about going to just the higher levels as a kind of just go to the default higher level is just that it ends up nerfing your progress and just makes the game go slower, which I don't find nearly as much fun. Okay, so here we are in our nice stock, starting out the Kerbal Space Center. And of course, we'll pick up a couple of contracts. And, I mean, what else are we going to do? I'm going to make the goal, by the way, this session, I want to orbit Kerbin by the end of it. That's I think that's a good goal to have for our start. But right now, we're going to picked up collecting some science from Kerbin's surface and launching our first vehicle. And we're going to go straight into the VAB. And I don't know about other people, but I always build the same thing first. I start with my Mark 1 command pod. I like it to look like that. We're going to take the monopropellant out of it. And this is the only time I ever rotate it because I'm going to try and make this more like a plane. We're going to put on our parachute. Always want to do that first because I'll forget. Of course, we have no decouplers. There's so I don't have an option as far as that goes, but I do have the RT-5 Flea solid fuel booster, so we'll slap that down on there. The science parts, I believe we only have the goo. That's right. So, thinking about the goo, we got on the surface, we're going to be flying low, and then we're going to hopefully splash down in the water. So that's the, I think I'm going to need 3 of these. So we'll do that. Hold Alt, we'll copy that one. We're going to do 2. We're also going to put it on the mirror symmetry, so it looks like that. There we go. So there's my 3 mystery goos. We need some aerodynamic parts. And I always kid myself that I'm building a plane and make these things like wings, even though they're in no way resembling wings, but we can pretend that they're wings. Sitting there like that. Doesn't that look like, yeah, we can pretend. This thing won't fly, but we can pretend. And then we'll put on a tail. So we're not gonna put these on like a rocket. We're gonna build this like a plane. But it ain't no plane. In fact, we will even look at the center of lift and center of mass and kid ourselves that it will make some kind of difference here. Why are we? There we are. Oh, it disappeared. Why did it go away? There it is. We'll take it that way. There we go. What do we think? And it's simplistic, but like I said, it's kind of all we got, isn't it? Because if I go down the rest of this, I've used that. There's nothing there. This thing, I don't want to use that. It's too big and clunky to use. And we got, see, nothing. I've used those. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. We got that, got that, got that. That's it. This is the whole shebang. So we will fix up our staging here. Won't make that my very first mistake. And we will check on our launch thrust to weight ratio is 6.44. And as much as I'm sure people would have loved to see that, we're not going to give. Get too picky. 0.35 was fine. 1.32 is fine. There we go. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Is it Jeb that's in the cockpit? Yep, Jeb is in the seat. We'll keep Jeb in the seat. We'll keep Jeb in the seat. I don't think there's anything else to do, so let's... Here, what we're going to call this guy? Rocket number 1. We're going to save it for some reason, and we're going to go. Alright, so we are here on the pad. We're going to do ourselves a crew report. Collect that. EV. I got to remember now how to do the stock science. Got an EVA report. That's all we can do. That's the end of that, isn't it? So inside we go. Playing so much with Kerbalism. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, we can do a goo. That's going to be about... So we'll observe 1 mystery goo for 3 whole science points there. And we'll queue up the other one. Of course, I do not have action groups yet with just the tier 1 vehicle assembly building, but we'll queue those up so that it'll remind me to do them. And I'll pin these menus off here to the side. There we go. Okay. And yeah, that's about it. No need for throttle, no need really for much of anything. So we're off. Go up a little bit, and then we'll pitch forward. So we'll end up in... Okay, let's do a mystery go. Mystery go for 7 more science. Get rid of that. We'll do another crew report. Oh, shoot! There we go. Blooper number 1. Okay, I forgot to take the crew report. Let's do that anyway. Yeah, we'll overwrite the old crew report. That was silliness. I took a crew report on the... Let's pitch. Oh, come on, pitch over. I took a crew report on the launch pad and forgot to remove the crew report. This always seems to be a kind of a silly mechanic. That you have to remove the crew report so you can do another crew report. So I don't have the crew report that's on the thing. And now see, we're a plane. We are a plane, we're a glider. Right, Jeb? It is a glider in the sense that it has a fall to glide ratio about 9 to 1. It is 1 step above, you know, a bullet. I don't know. We're doing okay. I'm pitching back as hard as I can. This is as good as it gets. Okay, let's take the SAS off and just let this thing go down. Every once in a while I'm trying to look over at the chat window, but it's kind of hard to do that and play at the same time. Boom. There we go. Okay. And I can't EVA Gem because I still have a tier 1 astronaut complex. So that's it. So let's just time warp down there at the bottom. I do like... Oh, we're upside down. Oh, and we broke off our fins, our beautiful fins. Okay, let's take that last goo. That is from the water. We can now EVA Gem, and this time I'm going to remember to take the crew report out of there and do a EVA report. Beautiful. Okay, and now we'll get back in there. And now I think I've done everything. So I messed up one thing. You know what's something I got to look at is apparently we got all new kinds of new costumes. Thank you, Matthew. That is very, very generous of you. Just found you this weekend enjoying the heck. Thank you very much. Okay, so what's that here? We got our 39 science all told. So, Jebediah gained one measly tiny experience point. Okay, let's jump in here. And not much choice, of course, for the first tier. We gotta give both of these two. That gives us, what does that give us? That gives us the Hammer SRB, tiny fuel tank, and the swivel engine. And over here we get some antennas, the communitrons, a thermometer for more science, and a decoupler. And what are we left? We're left with 29. Oh, I can do the two expensive ones if I wanted to. That gives me the Reliant, the Thumper SRB, and the fuel tanks. This gives me radial decouplers, bigger fins, and this. Oh, more science, doesn't it? Yeah, the barometer for more science. Thermal things for some silly reasons. Radial parachutes I probably don't really need. And same with heat shields I probably don't really need. So I think... Oh, let's go science. Let's go science. And rockets. Oh, I don't have enough for that. I can't add. That's life. What made me think I could get both of those? Oh well. Alright, I just got that one. Okay, science. Science, science, science. That's okay. Alright, and you know what's something I've been completely neglecting is we got costumes now. Like, we got, look at that. There's the new thing. We gotta look at some new things. So, we got the white base, the blue base, and the... I like, myself, to kind of separate the classes a bit. So this is going to be pilots, this is going to be scientists, and this is going to be engineers. But we'll personalize it a little bit more than that. So we are on Jebediah now, I believe. So Jebediah is in the pilot suit, and... Oh, look. I can spend entirely too much time on all this. Okay, so it's just this one. Okay, so there's just four... Well, Jebediah's got to be the badass orange, doesn't he? I would think. Yeah, badass orange for Jeb. Okay, and Bill. Bill is an engineer, so Bill's going to be in the engineer garb. I think that looks... Yep. What's... Is there more you can do here? Oh! Ah! Well, Bill has to be the same. Put all our... Yeah. I'll leave that, but you know what I'll do? Okay, let's go to Bomb. Bomb's gonna be in the blue. And again... I like that gray. Bob's gonna be gray. Now, does this change Bob's hue? No, that's still on Bill. Why does Bill... But only this side has that option. Okay, fine. Alright, there's Bob and Valentina. Valentina's gonna get the pilot garb. Should we keep her... She gets badass orange too. There we go. Alright, that's good. Alright. Need more contracts. So, we have... What do we have that's useful? Definitely. Can we escape? Can we escape the atmosphere? I think we can escape the atmosphere. We should try and escape the atmosphere. Flight over Kerbin. Not going to get into orbit yet. So, flight over Kerbin, test the TD Okay. We need to get to, for this one, we can do that. Let's do that. And we will make a go at trying to escape the atmosphere. Why not? Okay, so, goodbye, rocket number 1. Hello, rocket number 2. I think our contract here is to test that, the Mark 16. That's It's that one, yeah. Okay, and there. And how are we for fuel tanks? Now, we do have just a hammer. Okay. Oh, me no like little fuel tanks. Why do they do this to us? And an engine. Alright. Oh, we're escaping the atmosphere. Look at that. I think you need maybe about 2,000. You know, if you go straight up, I think. Don't quote me on that. We'll go with that. Throw those away. Still got fins. See, wumpa bump. Okay, and anything useful in here? Do we want to do any transmitting? We hardly have any electricity, so we'll probably suck our batteries dry if we do that. Alright, so we have done, we're going to try and do, what the heck, let's put 3 of these on here. So 2 there. Remember, Jeb won't be able to get out to collect this stuff, so I need to make sure to put it on the capsule. And okay, we're gonna do a temperature scan on the surface, flying low, flying high, flying. Let's put on, and maybe splash down, let's put on 6 of these. Put on the radio so I can work. Yes, it is. Yeah, I really should be doing, and we'll do 6 of these as well, because for some weird reasons barometers still work in space. So let's put them on the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Bump. I think that's good for science. Science. Oh, we can transmit because we'll be running the engine. The engine generates electricity for us. So I'm going to put on one of these. And I'll rotate it the right way. And we'll lose that after decoupling, but that's okay. What? Now I'm probably getting a little too picky, but I've just noticed I do have, whoops, this guy. We'll bring this with us. Then we don't have all of our, oh actually, I know what, I'm going to finally use this thing. Put this guy right in there. That there. And we'll sneak that up. There. Now all this stuff can come in. Come inside, that'll look better. 1. All right, so we can do transmitting. I gotta think about this. It's only when the engine comes off, so I can definitely transmit the one from the launch pad and the one from flying low. and then I'll probably be, I probably can do the flying high. So it's just, I think I really just need 2 of these. Yeah, just 2. 3 is overkill. Boop. Boop. All right. And let's throw all this other stuff away. And I'm taking the monopropellant off. We have about 2,000 meters per second of delta V. Oh wait, that's still in a vacuum, for goodness sake. Or that's in the surface. Oh my god, this thing is gonna go. Let's take off a few more. And then we will limit our thrust. So then I was looking at the delta V and then noticed that was set at altitude. Like, I don't know about other people, but I would way prefer if the default here was on vacuum, because I'm almost always looking at the vacuum delta V. The only time I put it on sea levels when I'm doing things like adjusting thrust to weight. 48.5. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I think we can give this a go. Jebediah obviously flew last time, so Valentina, it is your turn. The staging all makes sense. Okay, this is rocket numero 2. Save. Got all these messages are just gonna delete. Oh, we got world first. What are all our world firsts here? Performed our first EVA, launched our first vessel, bunch of speed records, an altitude record, more altitude records, more speed records, and land distance record. We splashed down in the ocean. We covered our first crew. We have performed the first of 1 experiments at home. Okay, so now let's get rid of all the rest of these. Okay. Save and go. Yeah, I'm trying to resist the urge to compare stock to mods. Because there are things in the stock UI that always bug me, and but I want to just make this pure stock, at least for now. Like, it bugs me, for instance, this kind of stuff. Like, this is a really awkward menu to use. Knowing what science you need to collect is awkward. There's so many things that are awkward. Okay, we can open this up. We can now do our crew report. Do I want to do a crew? No, I don't want to do a crew report, because then... Oh, yes, I can. I can do a crew report, and I'll take it out. So we'll do that crew report on the surface. We can do a barometer. In fact, we're going to pin this over to here. Pin this one over to here. And log both of those. And we will transmit them in just a bit. We don't need to do... No, but we'll get these ready to... Not going to do one of these until we're at least in the upper part of the atmosphere. And same thing here. Oh, wait a minute. There's a... Oh no, I only have 2. I messed up somewhere. Oh, we'll go with that. And obviously I meant to have... I didn't have two-way symmetry on for this one. I meant to be one on the other side. Oh, well. Okay, that's fine. And we got 2 more. There and there. And now, Valentina, you're brave person, you're going to get out. We're going to take that crew report. We can also probably reach these, right? Yeah, take that data, take that data. Nice. I don't think there's a point doing an EVA report, right? No, that's cleared out. Boom, done. Okay, so Ah, I'm annoyed. Okay, we'll see. Maybe we won't. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I only need 2 of those. Okay, I also want to be going between 80 and 230 meters per second when I'm between 4 kilometers and 9 kilometers for that contract. I'm going to put this on so I can keep track of our apoapsis. Okay, that's on, throttles up. Okay, let's do it. So, boom. We're off. We are off. And we can definitely do another temperature scan, and we will transmit that one, and a barometer. Transmit that one. I realize I said those the other way around, but that's okay. How's our speed? Speed is, I don't want to go too fast. Might have to reduce throttle. I definitely need to reduce it. Oh, go faster. Why 4 kilometers? I don't want to be doing more than 230. I can go. No, we can do this. Yep. Okay, that contract is green. Good. Full throttle rest of the way. How's our apoapsis doing? I'm going to run out of fuel, aren't I? I'm not going to make space. What was I even thinking about? We'll see how it goes. Didn't we transmit? Transmit. That's what's weighing us down. Not enough electric charge. You're lying to me. I thought the... Okay, obviously. Oh, oh no, it does. Okay, I thought that would... Whatever. This is not going so great. Okay, we'll log this one. We'll log this one because we're in the upper part of the atmosphere. Won't transmit. Observe a mystery goo. Oh my dear. Oh, and do a crew report. We're only going to reach 35 kilometers. What was I thinking with the... I thought, what do I know? What do I know? Let's delete these. See if we can push ourselves towards the water. That's not towards the water. That way's towards the that way's towards the water. Hopefully we won't bomb. Are we separated? Why are we not separated? Oh, what? Uh-oh. Why did this not separate? Oh, did I have this open the whole frickin' time, the service bay? Probably people are in the chat saying, you had the service bay open the whole time, slowing you down, you dope. That might have happened too. Why did this not separate? I glitchified. Something's glitchified together. Oh, might have been that girder piece. Okay, Valentina, can we fly? Who am I kidding? Oh dear. I don't want to open up the okay, we are slowing down, right? Yeah, so I can't open up the parachute. I'm going to try and sort of direct us towards the water. Oh, this is going very well for our second mission. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Going to the water. We're going to be in the water. So that's something. At least we won't wreck any buildings. Valentina might be dead, but at least we won't wreck any buildings. R.I.P. Val. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We are not RIPing anybody. Oh my gosh, you folks have like no faith. I see all these people going, Val is so dead. Hang on here, hang on here, hang on, here we go. No, 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 no. Val's got, oh, we got this. We're less than 10 meters per second, and if anything's going to take the impact, it's going to be the bottom part of this. Oh, there we go. See, we just lost some of our rocket. Val's fine. And more importantly, all of our science is fine. Sorry, Val, but that is more important. Okay, we're going to turn this way. Now we're going to open this up. And Val's going to get out. And she has to do stuff. Yes, just collect, right? Take data, take data, take data. And log pressure. Oh, okay, she's not a scientist. Fine, be that way. We can do it. Okay, she's got to get back inside. We can do it there. We can do a log pressure, and we can do a that, and I think that's that. See, Val's fine. Val is fine. Oh, why did it get outside? Recover. No luck. There was no luck. That was all according to plan. Oh, there's a piece of debris out there. Okay. All right. Yes. What is some sort of debris out there? Okay. Okay, we didn't make space. We do have 79 science. So if we're gonna make space, definitely want these bigger rocket bits. Maybe some radial decouplers. Do we have? Oh, here we go. Batteries. So I can do both of those. This time, let's add right. No, I can't. So I can do one of these. Do I want batteries in the materials bay in the Stay Put Nick? Or do I want radial decouplers? Batteries! I'm not sure if that was a smart decision or not, but that's the decision that I made. How are we doing for money? We're doing, what should I usually upgrade this first. Let's see what contracts there are. We still got the contract to escape the atmosphere. That got borked. But observational, sir. I don't want to do any of these until I have a plane. I don't like these tests. I'm not a fan of these testing contracts. I find them very, very grindy to try and... Oh, I'm not getting in an escape trajectory. No. Yeah. Why don't we try that one? Alright. Going back in. Okay, let's lose all of this. Let's lose that. That was a bad idea. I'm not even 100% sure. Oh, you know what happened? I know what happened. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. Here, let's control Z back there. These tanks were connected to this, and the decoupler isn't connected to anything. So all this still stuck together. This should be connected to the decoupler. Like that. That's the way it should have been. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in there then, because I don't think that's a concept that's completely stupid. There we go. Now that's nice and symmetrical. Okay, batteries. You know, usually, and anybody that's watched any of my series know that I'm usually doing this with a with new plan. Okay, plan new. I'm usually doing this with a spreadsheet beside me and a calculator and figuring all kinds of stuff out. And for this, I'm just saying, nah. You do not need me. That's not fun, I think. Watching me obsess about, well, should my thrust to weight ratio be 1.33 or 1.35? I don't know. Let's see. Actually, back here. There we go. Boom. So that gives us 600 units of electric charge plus what's in the, I think there's 10 in there, right? 50 in there, 650. That should be good. Okay, now we do have now bigger tanks, and so I'm going to make sure to put it on the decoupler. Decoupler, decoupler, decoupler. And we are supposed to test the swivel at some altitude, so we should probably include that in the mix. Oh, and of course science. I now have a Science Junior. Science Junior. This is rocket number 3, by the way. Put this in the vacuum. Oh, I got so much Delta V. How far am I from like the limits? Not too far. The mass limit? I might go for it. Oh, but she won't. Okay, I can't do that. Ah! She won't be able to collect that unless I put it. Do this sort of thing. We'll take just one. And we probably gonna. I'm thinking of an orbit here, folks, with this one. I don't know. I might be getting a little ahead of myself. Where's thermal? There we go. Like that. And like that. That. And I got 3,080. I mean, I'll have next to no control. I'll admit that. I got the swivel on the bottom, so there's vector gimbaling on that. What's the thrust? Let's lose one of these cans. That's a thrust to weight ratio of 2.18 in a vacuum. On 4 of these, for the limited amount of control this thing will have. And I do have now. Oh, I didn't get the radial decouplers. Oh, okay, I'm getting way ahead of myself then. I was thinking of sticking on poop. Okay. Now, there's the sensible thing to do. Oh, I have a thumper. Oh, there's just no way. This thing won't fly. I don't even think it has. No, it won't have. Well, it might. Oh, it's too tall to fit into here anyway. No, it's not too tall. It's too heavy. Too many parts. Too many parts. Just seeing what it's going to cost to upgrade the VAB. Too much. Okay. Too many parts. Too many parts. I could lose something. You know what I'm going to do? This one's not going to be for science. Not for science. We're going to lose some parts here. So I'm kind of in the mood. Oh, there's a bazillion batteries. If we take out a couple of the batteries, that will take care of that right there. do think I need to get rid of this too. This is going to come back down with me. So do this way. How centered is that? I don't know how important it would be to get this in the middle, but I'm going to get it. Close enough. Okay. All right. What else we got? We're going to need some batteries. There's no question about that. So we'll just do this. And 4. I don't know about everybody. I like to have the little green lights pointing out. One barometer and one thermometer. Chucking that away. Heat shield. This thing will have no control at the bottom part. Like, that's just what it is, because there's no gimbaling on that thumper, and the only reaction wheels are going to be way up here at the capsule, which is a pretty, but it'd be fun. Oh wait, what am I over now? I'm still over in parts. Oh, because I put on all these. Is it gonna? If this flies, I'll be. I mean, it'll kind of go up, but I mean, if this actually gets into an orbit, I'm gonna be pretty freaking pleased with myself. Let's see. All right, thrust weights. Okay, it's not. What might be the better plan is to go up pretty steep. Oh my lord. This kind of feels like a bad idea. Well, whatever. This time, oh, Jeb's turn. Jeb gets to fly the death trap. I did put, yeah, there's a heat shield there. Okay. So I did pretty good. I'm gonna save all the science for when I'm up into the atmosphere. Oh my gosh. Sure. Okay, throttle up. Oh, I should check staging. I didn't do that. There. Everything else here, we'll just put those two together. That's okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. And I do not want to pitch over because I'm really thinking this tall thing's going to it'll fall over pretty quick. So So I want to go up to a pretty decent speed before I start to do the gravity turn. I don't know about now. Let's see. Oh, it does not want to go over. Look at that. I have the yaw completely pinned to the right. Oh my gosh. It doesn't want to go that way. Well, we should be able to get into space anyway. That shouldn't be an issue. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, that's doing a good job. This is like the, or way back before the pre-beta days, when they had this really bizarre aerodynamic model in KSP. I'm sure some people that are there in the chat know what I'm talking about. You used to do the go up to 10 kilometers and then pitch over 45 degrees because the atmosphere was like soup and you needed to get out of the atmosphere. That's like what this one is. Okay, I don't know. This isn't entirely terrible. I'm probably surprised. Okay, we're gonna get, and I'm gonna cut my throttle. My Apple Apps is just past 80 kilometers. And according to the game, 1,721 meters per second still left, but that's still with some atmosphere. It'll be up a little higher than that. I don't know. What do you think, Jeb? Jeb's calm. He doesn't care. Jeb's like, if it's possible to fly, I'll fly it. None of it matters. Okay, we're gonna open this up right now. I don't want the. I think that's really what slowed me down last time. I want to get ready with some stuff here. Oh, I didn't put it on an antenna either, so transmitting's not an option. Okay, we will be in space. We will. Oh, did I even? Oh, shoot. I forgot completely about the testing contract. I had a testing contract for the swivel. Okay, we're in space. We are in space. Log. 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 And a crew report. And I really got to pay attention. I don't know how close are we to Apple Apps. So I don't have any of that stuff upgraded. Let's just pitch over and start. But looking at my speed and still 1,720 meters per second left, this should be entirely doable. So I just throttled up. Okay, no, I'm pushing the Apple Apps away, so that's okay. So I'll cut throttle. Let us get a little closer. Throttle up again. I just want to keep that Apple Apps is just kind of just in front of me. It's kind of what my game plan is here. But you can see our trajectory flattening out. Oh, we got this easy. Easy peasy. Boom, 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 boom. That's an orbit. That's an orbit. I don't have the... All the contract was to escape the atmosphere, so we did that and then some. And I forgot completely about testing the swivel. I have no idea if I was in the right speed range or anything. Okay, that's all right. We're here. Look at that. There's absolutely nothing for us to do, is there? Jeb can't EVA. Jeb can't, we can't collect the science, but the science is on this side of the decoupler, so it should be okay. Ah, that worked. Man, still got almost 300 meters per second still left in the vehicle. So let's get ourselves down. There's the KSC. I try to sort of get myself into the ocean over here, and I find what really helps is to always do the deorbit from a consistent location, and I use the Woomerang launch site as sort of my I just marked it from that, and then we're gonna go on retrograde, and we're gonna burn, and there we go. And I'm just gonna go until periapsis is, oh, that's probably good there. 45 kilometers on the periapsis. Let's see where that puts us. Okay. And then I also like to push myself, or put myself normal to my trajectory for no other reason right now than that pushes the booster off out of the plane of my trajectory, so the chances of me running into it is 0. And yes, I have done that. Staged a booster and then went and ran right into it again. Let's deorbit. Oh, that. Retrograde. You put that on surface. Why am I having trouble here? There we go. That's prograde. Let me retrograde this way. And hopefully, aerodynamically, this thing will want to keep that vector. Still got full electric charge and reaction wheel, so and SAS. So if it doesn't hold that vector, we can definitely, or hopefully, force the issue. And is it gonna? I'm just watching the nav ball. Yeah, it's bouncing around the retrograde, so it's stable. That's good. All right. I'm now, while we're falling here, reading through settings. I see somebody talking about settings. I'm not quite sure. I just remember what I want to do when I'm in the settings is there's 2 settings here that I have no idea why they turn these off for default. Oh, they're enabled now. Nice. In the previous versions, at least 1.8 and 1.9, advanced tweakables was off by default, and the extended burn indicator was off by default. The advanced tweakables, we can close this, gives you things like aim camera. Well, right now there's not much to aim at. And other things like tweaking control surfaces and things like that. Why that's off by default in the previous versions, I don't know. And the extended burn indicator gives you, not that it's an issue now because I can't do maneuver nodes, gives you the half burn time timer, you know, so it helps you decide when to do the burn. Oh, I might come short. What do you think? Am I going to come short? Yeah, the service bay doors has a pretty surprising amount of drag if you open them. We're coming a little short. We're not coming in the mountains, so that's good. But we're definitely not. Actually, you know what? Probably going on the grass here ain't a terrible thing anyway. We'll ditch our heat shield once we're low enough, because polluting the environment with, you know, stuff is what we do. Oh, I cannot take a crew report. Oh, why? That scared me. I can't take a crew report because there's a crew report in it that we did from space. Oh, let's ditch that. Oh, I'm still time warping. That's why everything feels so scary. Feels like you're going so fast. All right, Jebediah now can get out. Take this data. Can I open this from here? Yes. And we will, yeah, because we can log temperature from, again, and take that data. The rest of it doesn't matter. And we can do an EVA report from, where are we, grasslands? We're in the highlands. Nice. And we will board. And we can do temperature scan from the Highlands and log pressure from the Highlands. Okay, so we did get to orbit, which I sort of said at the beginning of this was kind of my goal, but we're still under an hour. So I'm going to go for one more mission. One more mission. Mostly because I didn't have the... where is the get to orbit? Is it gone? My get to orbit, now that I got to orbit, it says you can't get... Why does this? There's no contract to get to orbit. I hate the game. It expired on me. How did it expire in 55 minutes? Well, maybe because I got to orbit, it says, oh, you got to orbit, so well, I wanted to do it and get credit for it. Game. Okay, what do we got here for flying by? Fly by the moon, gather scientific data from the moons. I'm assuming that's just from the SOI, and then return to Kerbin after a flyby. That's a little ambitious, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we got over here. Okay, we definitely want those radial decouplers now. We have 68 science, so I can do one more. I could do planes. Got into an orbit, I could do a plane. This is the two-person re-entry pod and some reaction wheels and some... Harrier engine, one of my faves. Alright. That's too much, yeah. So what I'm thinking about, because I saw all those doing surveys around Kerbin things. So I'm gonna build a plane really fast. We're gonna whip off a plane. We're gonna do some of those survey type dealies. Where is it? Surveys. Now the thing I gotta be careful about is I want to do them always below, and I want to make sure they're not far away. So these doing a flight above 18 kilometers is a pain in the back end. But getting below with a plane is pretty easy. Now all of these are just singletons, aren't they? Yeah, and then testing, which I'm not gonna do. So screw you again. I'm not gonna do that. You can look in here. Yeah, I know. Oh, they're all close by, right? There's nothing far away, so it doesn't matter. They didn't do anything like put one up on the North Pole or anything like that. So are these all identical to each other? 75. I'm looking at the advanced and what you get for completing them. This one's a little bit better. We're gonna do this one. Take a crew report on a flight. We gotta be below that, which obviously won't be an issue, at area F7-C, which I have no idea where that is, but I don't care. And let's upgrade the astronaut complex so that in the future I can. And we will upgrade this. Now, I don't need the comp, but it does give you... That gives you maneuver... I think this, with the tracking station, gives you maneuver nodes. What do I need for the tracking station? 150. Okay, we'll do this one. Alright, we'll call it. Okay, spaceplane hangar. Last mission. Last mission. In the spaceplane hangar we go. Again, remove that monopropellant. I have... What do we want to do? I can put on a couple of these fellas now. That. Aerodynamics. I'm not a big fan of that big thing. I kind of want to this on. But we absolutely don't need this as a fuselage part. And then we'll finish it off with a little duper like that. And then we'll take the Mark 0 fuselage can. 2 of them. Double that up. We should have the Juno engine now. Yep. Pair of Junos on the back. And a pair of air takes on the front. That should be nice. I think that should work for us. And then a couple of wings. A couple of control surfaces. Am I the only one that has issues with which way should these rotate? Like with the... There we go. I'm rotationally challenged when it comes to the WASD buttons. Alright, and a tail. I do have this. Oh, that's my choice, that's it. Okay, we just need one of these. There we go. And center, here we go. Center mass, center lift, and we want the center of lift just in close behind the center of mass. Still got to put on some. If I do this, I kind of like planes that are like this, but you always end up, at least I find so often, you end up being forced to put the wings right over where the hatch is. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Make this kind of work. Maybe look incredibly stupid just to do something different from what I normally would do. No, I'm not going to do that. So these are coming off. Aside for now, these are going back more or less where they were. These are coming to the front. These are sliding downwards. Backwards and downwards. Forward. I want to make sure the Kerbal can get in and out. Is that looking all right? Yeah. I just want the here. We'll slide this up just a bit. This is getting into aesthetics mode. All right, I'm okay with this, and the thrust. Yeah, everything's fine. I think as far as those numbers go. Let's put on a goo. So we'll be able to collect some goo from the launch pad. That's the one I wanted. And a barometer and a thermometer. Again. Science. Alright, and landing gears. This is going to be the fastest plane I ever built. And these ones. These are the worst. I hate these landing gear. They are so fragile. I mean, they're better than they were, but they're still not super. Alright. And one thing I want to make sure with these rear ones is that they are a little bit past the center of mass so that the plane can pitch up on the runway without a huge amount of difficulty. And the other thing I want to look at down is that the front one is touching first. Maybe not so much as it is. And then that pitches it up ever so slightly on the runway. Try that again. Okay, the front one's touching, and then the back one. Yeah, I think that's looking alright. Okay, that's that and that. These guys have brakes. Steering's enabled. Sure. Okay. I don't know. This is looking reasonably close. Okay, this is for tweak these control surfaces. So this one's for roll. I find these authority limiters. Oh, they've put in units. It now says 12 degrees. It used to just say a number, and I kind of figured that it was degrees, but you never really knew. It was just a number. Okay. Always found that kind of funny. And I always find them. This one's going to be for yaw. I always find my planes, I always feel they're twitchy. So I always turn down the authority limiter on these. This one's going to be for pitch. We can tweak them in flight if I find that they're no good. Alright, planey Mick. Okay. Doesn't have to go very far. Oh, wait a minute. I want to just, there's a bit of a gap. Tuck these in just a bit. There we go. And boy, I don't know if anything else is tweakable in terms of colors and things. No. We got 50 units of electric charge in the cockpit. I think that should do it. All right. We're gonna go. Let's go. What was it? Jeb that flew last. Jeb's out. Val's in. Sorry, Bill and Bob. You'll have to be in a future installment. Launch. All right. Seems to be okay. Put some lights on. Just sitting here. Alright, we can do now, observe a mystery goo from the runway. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, did I just open and close the doors? I did. Conduct. There we go. And that is from the runway. We can do a crew report from the runway. So much science. Oh, I just toggled the display to Kelvin. Why'd I do that? And there's so much science. I mean, I know people have played this game a lot. They know it. But every single building, and some of the buildings are multiple spots to collect, are just additional biomes to collect science. And although it's kind of dull and tedious, you can even take this and just drive it around and collect so much science. I'm not going to do that because I think that's kind of dull. But if you want to grind for science, there's your grinding for science right there. Take that data. She just slipped and fell. Oh, I just take the data. And she can't reach that. Can we get up there? Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Oh, don't be like this, Val. Okay. I saw a B for board. Board. Okay. Let's try this one more time. A little too close on that one surface. You can probably still climb up, but let's see. If I EVA again, it just went up. There, she's gone past it. That's what I want. Oh, and then she fell. All right, let's do our EVA report from the runway. So there's that. Can I reach? Okay, I can probably climb on here. I bet. Oh, I'm forgetting my buttons. There we go. Okay, I want... Can I reach it from here? There it is. That. Take data, store data. There we go. Okay, can I climb up? I bet you I can. I saw it. I saw F for climb. There she. Okay, we don't need no ladders. We're fine. Board. I saw board. F. Board. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So throttle up, and for planes, I do like to put the view on chase. Scrolling right behind here. Throttle up, brakes off, and I'm just, I spent all that time collecting science. I'm going to feel pretty foolish if this thing doesn't fly very well and I have to redo it. There we go. Okay, good. Alright, we're going to open these doors. I keep saying open the doors, but of course I want to collect science. Log temperature. Oh, we already got that, of course. Oh no, we can fly over the grasslands or something. We have a contract left. Where are my contracts? Did I even grab that contract? Contract complete. That was escape the atmosphere. Did I never get that contract? Escape the atmosphere, more milestones for getting into orbit and speeds and stuff. Oh, for goodness sakes. I don't think I grabbed that contract for some stupid reason. Okay, we are going to go, and at least, don't have a contract, but at least we'll collect some science somewhere, I guess. How's this thing fly, by the way? Seems alright. That's the roll. That's the control surfaces. That's the yaw. Pitching I was just doing. It's a little aggressive. And a way to test too whether your center of mass is in the right spot is if you just hold F, it should dip down like that. That is a stable plane. Center of mass behind the center of lift, it'll pitch up and then want to flip backwards. Okay, so we are going to go just... We're just going to go over the grasslands here. I didn't put an antenna on this, so I can't transmit anything. I definitely should have put an antenna on it, but I forgot what to do. I got temperature scan, I got barometer, I got a think these little lines. Okay, you over the grasslands yet? Yep, so grasslands. Pressure scan is only a flying low, so there's no point in doing any more of those. And a crew report. Crew report over the grasslands, that's that, okay? And technically, Valentina could do an EVA, but we are not going to do that because that would be bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to land this thing. And for the first time, I'm going to do a quick save. Because I find landing planes to be one of the more sketchier things to do in the game. And I always quick save before I'm ready to do a landing. Especially with these landing gear. Though I found on takeoff there was no... Sometimes, and I don't know what it is, they just wobble like crazy when you're taking off. And I find if you find these wobbling really badly, the landing gear, the best plan is to simply take them off and put them on again, rather than endlessly trying to tweak them. And so we'll use this plane again. We'll pick up a contract for it next time. We'll put an antenna on it. That would be, I think, a good idea, so that we can transmit some of the science. And maybe we'll pop around to some other biomes. But I think we're doing pretty good. There's science aboard. Let's see. Alright, coming to the runway. Now, I should have paid more attention to the speed at which I took off at to get a feel for the stall speed of the plane. That's the speed at which, if you go below that speed, the plane will tend to fall out of the sky. But I know I'm significantly above the stall speed right now, so I'm just sort of flaring up and down for no other purpose than to slow myself down. Okay, lining up. I tell you one thing, I am way more lackadaisical about everything when I'm doing this live, because I feel like I'm always in a hurry. Touchdown. Oh, oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, oh. That was, I'm super happy about that. All right. Eventually this will stop. Why? I'm turning the wrong way because I'm looking the wrong way. Get us back on the runway. I was going to turn around and start gliding towards the spaceplane hangar, but we'll just stop here and call that a win. So, there we go. We will recover. See how much science this gets me. We are at 47.1 science there, 70 science. That will be enough for another node. But you know, I think we're at, I think about an hour and a half. Where's my little, there's a time there. Oh, an hour and 23 minutes, but I think I'm going to call this one. I hope people enjoyed it. I usually, when I do those premieres, I pay a lot more attention to the chat, and I'm very, very sorry, but I couldn't watch the chat and watch the game at the same time, so I hope people do understand, but I'm hoping people had fun. And I'm going to, at this point, end the stream. Thank you very much. I'm very, very pleased, very happy with this turnout. I'm happy to see a lot of the names that I'm used to seeing, and we will do this again, for sure. See you, everybody.